Hello and welcome to the Legend of Grimrock. We are really now in the fun position where we have got 3 of these brass keys, and you only actually need 2. You do need 2 to actually go through to the catacombs level, so if you've got 3 you're in a luxury position, and we are going the wrong way. So where do we want to go? We want to go to the castle to use... Oh, I'll tell you what, as soon as you see these 2 fellas, this is an indication that you're coming up to... This is the way we're going to go back to the tomb level, but here is a bonus. If you've got 3 brass keys, you can use one of them. Just the other side of there is the most amazing thing for the Minotaur, who is... skilled up, luckily, on Heavy Weapons 3. And guess what? This is absolutely superb. Look at that. What an absolutely gorgeous beast that is. So we can explore that a little bit later, some other time. We've got a gear key there. Wow. We've got so many options now. There's the gear key we were looking for the cemetery. That is a cemetery key. That's it. Thanks for moving out of the way, chum. Oh, wait a minute. What's all this? She's up on heavy armour, isn't she? Wow, she can swap to this rubbish. Actually, that's a really nice helmet. I do like that one. But she is up on heavy armour, so she can wear all this stuff. Actually, these are terrible. I know they're heavy armour, but they're bloody dreadful, really. This guy's got this one. That is quite a nice light armour helmet. I prefer this one because it gives you so much more strength. This guy is moving up on armour. Anyway, we need to sort out a few things on the housekeeping agenda. It's swapping that over, isn't it? Why isn't it adding to it? Oh, it's different, that's why. Right, I see. So when you come here, it's a really good idea to see if anybody is carrying stuff around. Oh right, we've got this. We need to go and get another rapier sword, didn't we? There's so many things we can do at this stage. It's absolutely brilliant. This we can stow. This we can stow. He hasn't actually got a firearm yet, but he's not far off. So we've got an absolutely full bag of food there, so we can leave that there and start a new bag, which is the great thing about having another sack ready to go. So that's a full bag of food there, which is marvellous. Don't want to run low on food. Here's some more bullets for the gun that we haven't got yet. God, it's absolutely superb armour there, look. So when the sorcerer gets skilled up on light armour, he's got all this to have when he comes back. Just want to make sure we're not carrying a load of old waffle around that we don't need to carry. This is the ideal place to leave it, because you know you're going to come back here. That'll probably do. Right, we need to get to the castle. We also need to have some spark bombs at the ready for these nerds. Look, here's a classic example. Let's take them out with the shock bombs. Absolutely superb for taking out underwater opposition. And this is the way we're going to go to the catacombs mission. But we've got so many things we could do at this stage. There's a load of food in there should you need it, just remember that. So earlier on what we did was we came down here. This goes through to the castle, and we had a couple of iron keys, so we used them in this room in here and found that it leads through to the catacombs mission. This is closed, which means if you wanted to you could take the other item, which is always handy. But I don't want to waste time doing that at this stage. Got something we need to do. You do need a couple of brass keys if you're going to go on this mission. If you haven't got a couple of brass keys, then really you're wasting time. Now you go, this is the start of the catacombs mission. You go down here and there's a handy little tip and it says Saab journey. That is really brass. That is brass backwards. And that is reminding you that you need 2 brass keys. Now the really best way of doing this is to actually have flipping brass keys ready to go, because when you get down there you're not going to have time. I'll tell you what, let's put a green one on and save it. We will save it. Anything will do. This is quite a fun mission to do, but you do need a couple of, we got one flipping frost bomb. That is the bare flipping minimum. So you chuck that down in this direction. You just need to freeze one of them. I don't know if we've got any more frost bombs. Bloody hell, we haven't. Jesus, that is the blinking bare minimum. That is a nightmare. That is a nightmare. Right, we got some more frost bombs there. Bloody hell. So, coming down this way, we're not far from where the brass locks are. Right, here are the brass locks. As I said to you, you need to have the keys ready, and this is why. So, we didn't do bad out of that. But if we get a blue one going, just to pay, we've had our stuff nicked right, left, and centre by the look of it. So let's have a look what's happening. Definitely had our stuff nicked. There's no two ways about it. What have we got down here? We got this. Potion of resurrection. What is our young lady? I wonder if she can handle this thing. I don't know. Let's check. Yes, she can. That's good. That is good. So we've done the first half of there's tons of these things. I mean, look how many there are. I don't know what's happened to, well I do, the toad up there has nicked his flipping toe. But luckily there is a spare one in the game, or you can just go back and get it. She's using the rapier sword, that is classic. That is classic. Look at them up there. You can get back up there. I mean, it's obviously going to be one hell of a fight. And you could have stood there and done a kind of a I'm going to stand there and fight thing. You could have done that. But in the end, those 3 rat bosses find their way back to you, and that is impossible. You can't fight 3 of them. And we just have 1 frost bomb. That's all. So what is this? Oh, he can use this, can't he? It's not. Oh, that's why I always carry a backup weapon. In fact, he can use this thing, to be honest. And then he can have a shield as well. That's the best way of doing it. Have we got any spare shields? Ah, we have. Brilliant. Look at that. That is superb. I'm going to do a little save on that. That's a perfect backup position. But the trouble is, we've bloody had all our arrows nicked as well. That is a joke. We're going to have to go back to that. You can easily get back to there. And oh, look how many there are. Look how many there are. Bloody hell, what happened? Right, I think that's probably enough. God, they're following us. Of course they would do, wouldn't they? Right, we go a bit further down here, I think, because those Medusas are after us. We definitely have one of these. So we have done pretty well. I think we need to take out these trailing pair if they're coming after us. Where are they? Definitely give these two a wide berth. Right, because the reason is I seem to remember that you carry on down here for a while and you end up meeting some creature or other, I think, coming along this way. Oh look, there's one of them there. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? Anyway, if you hang around too much, she will just ascend. And poor old Minotaur is absolutely terrified. Ah! Yes. Well, oh. That's definitely better than that. That's been no contest at all. Come on, that's better than that. Oh my god, there's that creature that I was thinking of. Right. Oh god, charming, isn't it? They're all completely poisoned. Marvellous. Oh look, they're fine. How about that? How about that? So what's happened is we have come up to the back entrance to the tomb. There's another shortcut here for the tomb, which is absolutely blinding. The only thing is it's locked at the moment. Later on, when you finish the mission completely, this thing here, this is a shortcut straight through to the standard tomb. And it's quite handy because you can come back here, but following along here is another one of those dratted bloody toads. Look, there it is. Look, a git. Look, he's nicked our stuff again. That's the bloody worst thing about these. Oh no, you are joking. Absolutely classic, aren't they? Absolutely classic. So in a minute we get the chance to take our choice of some absolutely superb bonus weapons, like basically the best items in the game. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can have another bit of a poor old Minotaur has not come out of it at all, has he? So, those alcoves on the other side are all up for grabs. Just need to press a few buttons. Like for instance that one. There's another button here to press. Oh blimey, what's happening? So now, you can go over here. Oh look, firearm! You can get... Oh god. The only trouble is you drop down. Is he qualified for that? He is! God, not again. We haven't got any firearm. Oh, we have. No. Oh, did you hear that? Fantastic. That is superb. God, I've got some lovely old stuff. That shotgun is so good. There's so many of these pops. Nice old shotgun that. That's not bad, is it? I like it. I like it. Flipping attack at the Croats. Poor old Minotaur was well out of it, of course. Oh, what a flipping shotgun that is. Wow. So basically, whenever you choose one of those items, I mean, look at that firearm. How many other bullets have we got? I think they're all back on the blue stones because didn't know this is going to happen. You can't carry everything around with you, so we're just about to run out of ammo, but it's nice to know you can use it. Look at that. And this is pretty easy, really, isn't it? As dungeons go. We've got a. Oh, can he do these? He can. Oh wow! But it's gone straight past her because she moved. That is not playing the game, is it? Bloody hell! Took her out with a shotgun. Took her out with a flaming shotgun. Wowzers! I think there's another one around here somewhere. Look. Oh, that shotgun is unbelievable. He's going to have to go back onto this backup weapon, I think. That's all he's got. Oh, tell you what. Oh, look, he's using the stave from the back. He's using the stave from the back. Oh, I wonder if she can have this one. Oh my god, look at flipping shadow. That is no good at all. She's moved back into the poison cloud. Now that is classic. That is classic. And we're running out of these things. The next thing you know, Shadow's popping. But luckily, we took her out first. Now that is what I call classic. This is such a fun level, I've got to say. It is really good. Oh, he's on light armour. We can go back and get that stuff. Oh, brilliant. I'll tell you what. We can now go back and equip the sorcerer. He is now qualified. But actually, as we're here, look. There are 2 round keys that go in. This is another major mission through there. What happens here anyway? Blimey. Well, we need to. Oh, what's going on here? Right, so just around the corner is a little stash of light armour that we chucked on the ground, I think. Is it? Is it any good for the sorcerer? Look, that's protection +3. I like this one actually. This is good. What is over here? Oh, there's nothing. Are we carrying any other light? Oh, where's his? What am I talking about? His bow's right there. The toad didn't take it at all. I wonder what the toad did take then. Right, so the sorcerer's got 1 piece of light armour, which is great. It does outpace the stuff he was wearing. Obviously, we got more light armour that we just stashed back at Bluestones. He can be fully equipped with that later. So we are doing a. Oh look, there's still. Right, we can go for the big one now. There is what's known as the big one. So we save it before we go for that. So let's just make a save. Always do saves when you're going to do anything major. So you pull this lever and that does that. Oh, those horrible rats. Oh look, there's a lovely selection of, but the ultimate, you just reset the lever and you get this pathway. But the only trouble is you've got, oh no! That's a nightmare, that went wrong. I suppose you can do this. Just go like that and then grab the sword. And you've done it! You've done it! But what else is there to grab? Is there anything else? A lot of these are flipping. Oh, barefoot. Oh, that's quite fun actually. Resurrection, yeah. Some of these are just dummy ones, really. Oh, I tell you what, that's not a dummy one, is it? That is for real. That is, oh no, you're not joking. We have really come to town now. Oh, we've fallen for it. Look, they've all flipping. Look, we are stuffed. Look at this lot. Look, we've got the flipping boss. We've got the rats nibbling at our knees. See, that's where we've fallen for it. Unfortunately, we are now surrounded. And that is the end of that. Anyway, it's a pretty good demo. I think you'll agree. Cheers.